Hello and welcome to Silver Gamescast. Welcome to my F1 2015 career mode. It is round 2 at Malaysia. I'm not looking forward to this, if I'm honest. This and China are my two least favourite tracks on the calendar, so in some ways it's good that I get them all out the way. Just checking that everything's on normal, which it is, and let's go to the race. Apart from that, this has got some hideous long straights, which is not going to bode in our favour either. So it'll be interesting to see what we can do. I'm not sure what we're going to do, if I'm honest, yet. I may go for maybe a higher downforce setup, purely because I know we're so slow in the straights that actually using an extra couple of miles an hour is not going to affect us, and try and make up time around the corners. But we will find out as we get into practice.
This weekend we're at Kuala Lumpur for the Malaysia Grand Prix, and we're starting off with today's practice session. So sit back, relax and enjoy the action. So after the first race, how do you think this season will compare to previous years?
Well, I hope that we're in for a fantastic season. The Mercedes team have certainly come out of pre-season testing the strongest, which is all well and good, but it's the racing where the pace really counts. It's always difficult to predict, therefore, who's going to come out on top.
The new regulations for this year say goodbye to the somewhat unique nose designs that we saw on the 2014 cars.
The 2014 changes were brought in to promote safety, but I don't think it was anticipated how the teams would exploit the regulations. This year, those regulations have been tightened up to give us a more traditional look to the noses on the 2015 cars.
So there we go, that's the intro. I believe this is the only time I can show you my setup. So I'm kind of going to quickly make one off the spot here. So look, a load of setups for different tracks. USA, I suppose, is possibly one of the closer ones. Have to mess around a little bit with it. We've got 10 kilos of fuel, which is cool. For the wings, I'm going to try 2-1, I think. I can say that as... yeah, I did do it, I think. What was it? Malaysia. Alright guys, I'm going to do some practice and I will join you guys at the end, ready for qualifying. Just coming to the end of practice now. Got a bit off the pace really. I'm just going to... So I'm just doing my final couple of laps now. I put a relatively heavy amount of fuel in, about 7... it was the equivalent of 10 laps. Just to get a feel for it. On these prime tyres, I'll probably qualify on options, then I'll end up starting at some top 10 as well. Going to move back to sand. I've been having as many fuel issues, I don't think, or no, engine overheating issues this race as I was for last. Very difficult to get the power down. I mean, I think, is that Hulkenberg or something behind us? Yeah, and the Force India isn't a particularly quick car in the straights, but you can just see how much he's catching up on us. This bit's really difficult as well, so just watch this, guys. So, right, into second, up into third, not even flat out, not flat out, not flat out, not flat out, not flat out, flat out. I mean, it's like I'm literally on 3/4 throttle. Most of that straight, otherwise you just spin out. I did try and like go flat through there and had no luck. This corner is difficult as well, really trying to get it turned in. I just about did it to make the corner. Nico Hulkenberg, he of course has a Mercedes engine, which is surprising how hasn't overtaken us. And now he's probably trying to move up the inside. Yeah, of course, that's far. Well, a little bit faster than before. major. Engine's starting to go yellow.
How's the car feeling?
Shit.
Feel free to come in and change your setup. That's what practice is for. We
Yeah.
want to be quick, but we also want to be comfortable and consistent. Let's
Yeah.
find that balance.
Yeah, cheers to them. About 30 seconds left. Thanks, Jeff. GG. So this will be our last lap. Hopefully it doesn't retire us. Last time I think it like auto-retired us for no apparent reason. Really difficult to get this bit right. There's a lot of stress on those front, left and right tyres. It's decent through there, a little bit wide. Luckily the amazing penalty system in this game picks up. No, it doesn't.
Information from on the fuel. Our level is now at 10 kilograms. That's 10 kilograms of fuel remaining.
Rosberg behind us. You're gonna overtake me, Rosberg. Just please don't fucking straight. Go. Wow, look at that. That's what I thought, actually. Oh no. Major lockup. No. Rubbish lap. That was practice. Not the best. Could have been better.
That's the end of practice,
But,
and it's Lewis Hamilton who was able to achieve the fastest time on the track today.
yeah, overall, not too bad if I'm honest. He's on prime tyres. Are we ahead of Jenson Button? No win. Oh, he's on the option tyres. Interesting. Haven't tried those tyres yet. I can't really judge my pace then. But anyway, I will be back for qualifying. We've got one shot at this. Let's try and make it good. We're in Rich. Braking very early. Haven't put my brake ballast on the rear yet. Options do feel much nicer. We can't even keep with Lewis through the corners. I have to change my brake ballast. Oh, come on. Oh no, we didn't get a turn there. Go down to 4th, really compromise. Not too bad through here. Really early because this car just has a tendency to lock up. Wow. So difficult, this car. These first races will be not brilliant. Apart from Bahrain, I think I am just very naturally quick around that track. So, hopefully, I'm able to get a good result around that, which I think is next, and then it's China 4. Gonna allow the engine to go to the red and cross the line, 39.9. That's a second faster than our teammate was. What my teammate was able to do. He's pointing. It's obviously not completely disappointed. Where have we came though? That is the important question. Seem to be really happy is Fernando. No! Woohoo! Come on!
Working hard with the team to ensure they get maximum performance out of the car, and it looks like they've found the right combination, at least in qualifying trim. Now we need to see how they get on in the race.
Oh my god! I didn't think I'd be so fucking happy over P9. Oh, there we go! Wow! Look at that! That's incredible! Wow! It looks like we've got a 2-second deficit and 2 Mercedes around here. It's going to be an extremely tight race, I reckon, because although we've only really got Grosjean, who I think we have a fair chance of beating. However, we could also have a go at Daniel Ricciardo. However, his pace seems to be extremely good. Almost a second faster than us, and it is a second faster than Felipe Massa. And behind us, we've got 5 drivers within a second. That includes, I don't know, 6 drivers within a second. Is it 6? Yeah, within a second. That includes our teammate. Should be a very exciting race, guys, and I'm looking forward to it after such a good qualifying.
Nico won the last race with a performance that Toto Wolff called a drive of true class. He seems really at home in this Mercedes team, and it's from that platform that he's able to put in these great performances.
Nico certainly had the edge over Lewis last time out, and he'll want to put one over on his teammate again today. Don't underestimate the mind games that are going on between these pair as they battle it out for supremacy.
Well, you hear about the mind games and that kind of stuff. It's really cool that they've genuinely got real life events in the team, which I think is really very cool. I don't think we can actually change our lap to primes. Are we? No, I think our gap was just too slow. We simply no. I think annoyingly, if we were in a Mercedes, we'd be able to get away with it. Or a Mercedes or a Ferrari or a Williams. Yeah, Mercedes, Ferrari or Williams really. We'd be able to get away with it. The prime tyres would just be too slow, and we're going to try and gain as many positions now then hold up later. That's kind of a plan. But on the prime tyres we may not even gain anything. And then with options, I don't know, will we, you know what, I'm going to gamble it. I'm going to go for the primes. I'm going to have my fingers crossed. 6 to 7 laps is the options, and oh, I see, okay, kind of says. So 9 to 10 laps is what these tyres should last. I'm not sure how many laps there are. There's 14 laps. Oh wow. If they last 6 to 7, that means we can pit on at least lap 8. So if we come in on lap 8, hopefully that's not too late compared to everyone else, and it means that the option tyres, we can get some good running in with them. I didn't do any running on the options in practice, so it could be interesting. Anyway, here we go on the grid.
36 in today's race.
Sick. Fuck off, McLaren. Come on, here we go. That's a good start. It says good. We've lost positions, but the AI seems to be. Do you think the AI maybe have some sort of traction? However, we've managed to go around the inside, the outside, back on the inside of. I think this is Kvyat. We've managed to get him. No, we haven't. We managed to floor it and get away from Verstappen and co.
Let's get back up to racing speed.
Try a bit of a move here. We've locked up. We went a little bit wide. That's not good. Oh no. Now I think that may have been our only chance to have Verstappen. However, would you say he's catching up with Ferraris or I'm catching up with him? I'm not sure. I shouldn't be. On these fairly horrible tyres, because the qualifying time was at 1:39. Braking very early into corners. I'm going to try and take a touch later. I forgot what times we were saying. I think we were kind of a 1:42 flat, weren't we? If I remember it correctly. 14 laps of this racetrack. One of the slower tracks of this season, or I say slower, as in longer in time. Not as bad as Spa, let's say. But a similar kind of race time. I mean, you saw that the race time was a little bit more than it has been in the past, let's say Melbourne. As you try endlessly to keep the car under control, and we can do absolutely nothing because the Nasser and Verstappen just flown past us as we completely lose it. Amazing. Don't even get up to 8th on that straight. So now we've got to try and overtake these two if possible. We technically have the pace. We qualified in P9. We're a couple of attempts off the guy in fact, no, I don't even think we're that. We're a little bit off the guy in P8, which I think could be Roman Grosjean. I'm not entirely sure. Whatever, he's French, and that's bad. Oh, we gained some time on Nazareth and the Sauber. To be fair, at least with oh shit, at least with the Sauber, the speed and the straight difference isn't ridiculous. It's not the best, I admit. It's not as bad as it could be. And the Verstappen and the Toro Rosso, again, our speed is similar in the straight. We have the slowest car in the straight line, apart from probably the Manor. You don't even think about it really, do you? It's a team, which is not last year. Everyone was talking about Manor last year, or Marussia. But this year, no one talks about them. It just, you know what? I think it could have been Jules Bianchi, their drivers. I think Jules Bianchi and Max Chilton. Max Chilton for us in the UK, at least he was someone in the UK. Jules Bianchi was an extremely talented driver. So, oh, we managed to get Hulkenberg again. And hopefully we're not going to get the same understeer issue and we're weaving left and right to try and block Hulkenberg. 2 people have overtaken us, maybe 3. There's going to be 4 abreast in the first corner. Oh god, trying to get too much oversteer. We need that point. So important, Jesus Christ. Jules Bianchi was such a talented driver because he got points in Monaco last year for Marussia. So he had talent. He was one of those drivers. He was like Daniel Ricciardo. Started off in a slow car, like a HRT, moved up to Toro Rosso, went into Red Bull, won 3 races in his first season at Red Bull, beat the 4-time world champion on like 14 occasions or something. So, you know, I think Jules Bianchi was one of those. However, if we keep driving like this, Sector 2 is our strongest sector, and that makes sense because it hasn't really got that many like straights or whatever. So Sector 3, or the end of Sector 3, is not good for us. Right. Gonna try and cover it inside. No way, is he? What? Take a wide corner. Come on, get turned in! Ah! Fucking car! Our race pace. Oh my god. So annoying in the straights, this car. Thing is, it's not a bad car through the corners. It feels relatively planted. Its drivability is not amazing. You've got to be a little careful on the throttle. If you're able to control the drivability, you'll be in a decent enough position for some solid cornering, really, if you're able to drive the car well. I'm not really doing that. We are just outside the points. We really want to get a point in the McLaren Honda. Thing is, I pretty evenly matched to Legend AI, at least without much practice. No, I'm not exactly hitting the apexes, am I? It does make it a little bit harder when talking to you guys. However, I did set my my qualifying lap while talking, so you know. Oh, for fuck's sake! Don't try that, you cunt!
Right, there's about 3/4 of our starting fuel left in the tank. That's 3/4 of our fuel load remaining.
Into Rich, we've got Mass in the Williams. That is the power of a Mercedes engine. Massive May, take a look at us and do your Yazzies on the inside. What a magnificent bastard. You bitch, you absolute. Oh, he's done a cracker. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. God, that shit. So, yesterday you would have seen the, well, possibly yesterday, I'm not entirely sure. You saw, Melbourne, in my career mode. I'm hoping, oh no, it wouldn't have been yesterday. Yeah, 2 days ago you saw my career mode in Melbourne. Hopefully yesterday you saw me doing some properly quick laps. I went on to time trial, and just to see if I could beat Marco, see if, why did you say bolt? Do need to select options, are there? No! Flashback, no, 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 no! Right, no, we can do a whole section again, oh shit. I'm going to turn off flashbacks, I think, for the next race. Wow. Look at that. No, don't, you bastard. Oh. This is what this car's like. No, shit!
Stewards are on the way, just sit tight.
Wow, what happened there? Ah, here we go. So, see what happened. Coming down now. I really like this camera actually. It looks quite cool, doesn't it? Quite dramatic. Obviously you can use a flashback here. He just took us out. Just absolutely... He literally just completely took us out. What the hell? Really? Unbelievable. Well, unbelievable. That's all I can say to that. That is really rather strange. Oh my gosh, wow. Oh, let's try and get him back on the inside. Oh, I can't throttle down. We've got to do at least 8 laps on these tyres.
Faster than the car ahead through sector 1.
Oh, fuck off, we're faster. There's a Boeing. Something or other there. Or there's a jet actually. I don't know what make it is. Dirty air now of Carlos Sainz. The Spaniard in Motoros, who's doing a really good job actually against Max Verstappen. Really can see that they've been able to render things like airplanes and stuff. Last time it's always been helicopters before now.
You need to pit in this lap.
Why is my engine overheating? Hopefully, yes, I am. Bringing it back under control. Well, to be fair, going on to primes has sort of worked.
Raikkonen is now the race leader.
Got a teammate now. For fuck's sake, he's gonna... How is he faster than us? Like, seriously, how is he faster than us? How possible? It's the same fucking car, man. Caught up a little bit on Jensen here.
Off around 40% of fuel now, so that's 60% remaining.
Halfway, just about on the. We got some good fuel. And last time we ran out, and we don't want to do that again. How's Button? Oh my god. Unless he's on fresh tyres. Maybe he's on fresh primes. We're stuck on these old crappy options for the moment. I do know why Fernando got frustrated in Canada. It's amazing. This game almost makes you realise why Fernando got a little bit frustrated in Canada, because of the engineer pretty much asked him, he said, Fernando, you've got to save fuel, as well as him having to manage engine temperatures, the tyres, the speed wasn't very good anyway, and then he was asking him to manage fuel. And he got frustrated because... Fuck you. He got frustrated because pretty much engineer said to him, mate, you need to stop racing. And you now need to manage all these other parameters as well as managing your fuel. And yeah, you get it. You get why he's annoyed, because you can tell by driving the car in this game it has potential. It'll be interesting to see what we can do in something such as Monaco, because you can tell the car has potential, but it's just you just lose so much on the straights, and you have to manage the engine so heavily, far more than cars like the Ferrari. I hardly ever have to manage a Ferrari engine. I can go rich on the straights and a standard during the corners. With this car, I can sometimes do rich on the straights depending on whether the engine's overheating or not. And they must experience a degree of that in real life. Well, I'm experiencing a degree of that in the game. Now, I'm hoping Jensen doesn't pit. No. Alonso. Kvyat is now behind us, and if you remember, we were fighting Kvyat for a place just 8 laps ago. And now he's coming up to pit stop ahead of us. Oops. To lean. Oh, shut up. Coming to a pitch you can't. Oh, that was exciting. See the stop they can do. He goes and... You bastard! Oh, come on, McLaren, baby! Woohoo! Boys, that was not as pants as I thought it was going to be, but it is a shit stop, so hey, what can I fucking say? Oh, brilliant.
Look after these tyres now. We're going to finish the race on this compound.
Oh my god, this car feels like an absolute dog.
Keep building heat into the tyres. Keep pulling the tyres.
Ah, yeah. Tyre temps. Oh my god, you know you're doing shit when you're behind Maldonado, because you find out that he hasn't actually crashed. And then you think, oh shit. Fuck. The day where Maldonado has more chance of getting points than McLaren. Oh my god. I think that would be the day for when people stop watching Formula 1, when Maldonado starts getting points consistently. Then they know something is wrong with the sport. Paid drivers should be in the sport anyway, but paid bad drivers. He's obviously got some form of talent, as Maldonado. he won a race. You can't win a race and be shit. And he won a race in a shit car. Well, Williams at the time, not so shit anymore, but he's obviously got talent. But he's frustrating because his spatial awareness, similar to Grosjean, is very poor. We saw Grosjean in Canada. We saw how poor his spatial awareness was when he ended up, I suppose, taking out Will Stevens and blaming it on him. Well, Maldonado though, his car control is just really not that great. If I'm honest, it's really rather poor. I think it was Bahrain where he managed to somehow hold this slide. He had the DRS wide open. He went to do the move. The car, no joke, it was going left and right. He probably had to use full lock left and right to get that car under control again. And to be fair to him, he did. But he's very clumsy with the equipment he has. He doesn't seem to really, I don't know what it is. Yeah, a mixture of bad luck and really poor driving just means that, you know, he's just really not, there's no point of him. Like, he's paying to be in the sport, but I don't know how much a Formula 1 car costs to rebuild, but honestly, I don't know how much he's giving Lotus. Maybe it's £100 million, and if it is, then they're not really going to care if he wrecks a few cars. But however, if it's something like more like 30, I genuinely believe that Lotus could be spending a lot on cars which they shouldn't actually be spending, because Maldonado, like normal, like wrecked it, done something. He's always damaging the car in some way.
Maldonado's around 5/10 slower than you.
See what kind of lap time we can get then. Because now we have these option tires. Should be a little bit faster than the opposition ahead. However, we have
Is falling back by around 3 seconds a lap.
lost got a little bit of time. I mean, it didn't help the button sort of held us up in the pit either, did it? Seem to be catching up with Maldonado considerably. Feel that I've got some good brake and tyre temps now. I'm surprised Maldonado hasn't been able to get past Button, I believe. I mean, he's got a Mercedes engine. He should find it's really rather easy to pass him. Maybe us passing him. Maybe that's how they make the drivers a little bit slower, just slow them down straight, maybe, I don't know. I've noticed some drivers are a little bit more aggressive than others. Hamilton isn't that aggressive. He's very clean, not aggressive, but he won't give up a position or something like that. However, when you're racing guys like the newer ones like Kvyat, well, not really Ricardo, Kvyat, Sainz, Verstappen, you notice they're quite a lot more. They're not more aggressive. I keep getting that corner. Oh well, not to worry. Turn in. Nicely there. But whoa, we were 3 point something. I suspect it's still about the same, isn't it?
You need to slow down before
Technically, that was a wonderful one. haven't really been trying. I've just sort of been driving around like it's a really long race, and look, it's only 25%, which I think is quite good.
25% remaining.
Bit of an ear itch here. Really feeling like I'm able to get the power down early. Brake perhaps a little bit later.
In first place.
I was only really saying the kind of times I was setting on practice, so
Closing in on Maldonado by around
it's only 41.6, so obviously in one shot we are much better, and I didn't even see the gap. I didn't think our engineer did see. Ah shit, say even. We want to try and beat our teammate at least. Annoyingly, points were looking very much possible when we were in P7 at the beginning of the race. But unfortunately, I think points is miracles happen. But I'm not sure if it's gonna. Today's that day. Really close now to the end. But we are really much closer to Maldonado and JB. Ooh, shite. Shifted down to first. 1.8. We will be on the tail of these guys at the end of the next lap. Or at some point in the next lap. Let's have a look at our fuel situation. Very good. Our tyre situation is very good. I was able to predict that we'd be able to put it on lap 8. We were able to do that. I don't think we can get the RS down the straight. I'm going to risk using a little bit of bridge, but I'm only going to risk it when I'm on the straight. That's how much. With a Ferrari, it would make no difference if you put rich there, but with this McLaren, the engine overheats so quickly, you have to be rather careful. Getting into 7th even in rich. 1.6, which is fine. You should be able to catch up around all these corners and stuff. It's just a straights where we're struggling. Even still having button for some reason in the straights. I haven't quite worked that out yet. See, when you overheat the engine, one overheats for longer and keeps overheating a little bit. So if you're on the red, it kind of goes to a little bit more red, if you know what I mean. It doesn't actually show it, but that's what it does. And then you lose a lot of time. This is where we catch up. Nico Rosberg's won again. It's twice in a row now. Oh, it's Perez. Didn't quite realise that. And then there's Button ahead of Perez then, surely. Please say we didn't just use it. Oh shit, the dirty air's killing us. Oh fuck. Oh no. Let's use a flashback and redo that whole situation. I'm gonna try and get a good race at least. Oh, illegal! They got it as well. Shit. No. Did he do? Hang on. Did he do what the other dude did? He did. Get him. Okay, well, we're not getting this one either. Ooh, we just about do. 15th. Yeah, it's 15th, wasn't it? Fucking hell. Their targets are a little bit messed up. My target was 6th. But my target should be try and get in the top 10 would be a long shot, but yeah.
It was a brilliant performance, and when you drive like that, the feeling of winning is even sweeter.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
Jenson Button got me first points for us. My laps felt considerably slower than I was expecting. Yeah, they did feel a lot slower, or they were slower than I thought. My laps compared to my teammate were second off. Interesting. Unless he also started on the primes, which 8 laps. That would be possible on the options. He did fly past me, I've got to say. But yeah, anyway, you see like Nico Rosberg and Southampton 38. I was far slower. If I say my qualifying kind of times, I would have been about P6 or 7. It was a frustrating race once again. I think Bahrain's the next race. Now, maybe you have to get on the podium to see the podium. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. The next race is China. I don't like China at all, actually. These first 3 races for me are, well, not apart from Melbourne. Take off Melbourne. I really hate China and Malaysia. But 2 tracks I don't think they should be on the calendar, as well as Russia. I do not think Russia should be on the calendar. So really, yes, it's not good. It's not a good track. Very boring. Nothing really happens on Russia. Or in Russia as well, really. Nothing happens there either, apart from like nuclear weapons and all that kind of exciting stuff. But yeah, we've got China next. Not a track I like. Lots of long straights. We might be fast in the second sector. And that'll be about it really for China. Anyway, after that we've got Bahrain, Spain, and we've got a lot of European tracks which I'm very much excited about. And Bahrain, there's only really 1 straight you've got to really, well, 2-ish sort of straights you need to worry about. But yeah, it should be very good fun. Thank you very much for watching, guys, as always, and goodbye.